Testimony 1.
My name is Nuria Toma, and I come from El Salvador. I was coming from work. I work in Oxnard, and my daughter called me and asked me if I wanted to come to church. And I said, I don't know, because I'm coming from work a little bit tired. And she goes, I just see, and she asked me where I'm coming on the highway. And I say, I'm between Madera and First Street. And she goes, well, you're very close to the church, and I see there's a mess on the highway. You'll be stuck in traffic. So then I look at First Street, and then I said, okay, I better go to the church, just for curiosity. What's it like? Everybody talks about this church that makes a lot of miracles. And I, frankly and truly, I came for curiosity to see what's going on. But to my amazement is that the priest called me and with my kids and start revealing my life, actually.
I called you guys forward because of your mother. We need to pray for Mama. We need to pray for Mom so that she doesn't go prematurely. I saw a satanic attack against your mother. And this satanic attack, in my vision, the angel of the Lord told me it started in 2017.
Prophesy.
Prophesy.
This is when her body and her physical condition began to change.
Yes.
Prophesy.
And the angel of the Lord told me that she has fought a lot of battles and there's a lot of complications in the family. And honestly, it is your mother that is holding the family.
What touched me is that I suffer from a disease, which is diabetic. I am a diabetic person. And he says that I had to take care of myself because I am the one who's holding the family together. And to my amazement, he started giving me dates where the time and the dates of when my disease came, and how my family started falling apart. And I was really shocked when he started giving me the years of when it happens. Many things happen in our life, in my family.
Thank you, Jesus.
In 2009, are you listening to me? In 2009, this is around April, Satan came between your mother and your father. Are you listening to me? This is in 2009. The enemy started separating the two of you. Started standing between the two of you. In 2009, they began to crush heads. But because of grace, they did not want it to be exposed to you guys that they have decided they will go different directions.
Prophesy.
So they tried to keep it together like everything is okay. But things kept getting worse and worse and worse and worse. Before 2015, they decided that, okay, we are gonna do this thing and just separate ourselves. But spiritually, physically, they are there, but spiritually, their backs have turned against each other.
Prophesy. Prophesy.
Are you listening to me?
Go deep.
It's like roommates, you know? Physically, they're here, but spiritually, their backs are against each other. Now, the issue with this is that the enemy used that as an occasion to stop this woman, because once this woman is taken out of your picture, not only your father, but all of you will be in a bad position. Are you listening to me? Satan is looking for a way to dismantle you all.
And then in 2017 is when I came towards retirement. To my surprise, I couldn't hold the family together because that retirement doesn't give us enough money to survive in this life. And it's really sad because when a woman like me have worked all my life and support my family and bring all the necessities that a family needs, and when you come to retirement, you find yourself that all your work is worthless because the retirement doesn't give you life. You have to continue and see that reality of life, that you have to die working because the money is something that we need to survive. We need to pay our necessities, our shelters, and it's sad for us that we work all our life to come to the Social Security and we don't have nothing. And hearing the pastor saying that I need the blessing of the Lord and that I will have long life with health is my amazement, that I find that a blessing message from the Lord, which I wasn't expecting to hear anything. It was not planned in my life this day that I was going to come to church and hear the message of God. I will testify what happened to me tonight in this church, and I will tell, like for my friends' example, I will tell them to seek God, because sometimes God is the answer to our necessities, our prayers, our sorrows. God will lift that up, our hearts. And I will tell my friends, say God, and come to this church because I really got a good message, a blessing message that touched my heart, and I hope it touched my kids too. I would tell Prophet Lovy that thanks to my daughter and my son-in-law, I came to this church and I found blessing because God is using him to be our messenger for our own future years in the path of the Lord. I love my Lord because without my Lord, I cannot be nothing in this life. And that I found him tonight, I got a really blessing and it touched my heart. Because I wasn't planning over here, I came frankly when my daughter told me to come as a curiosity to see what is really happening here. I wasn't expecting to find a blessing. And thank you, God, for bringing me here. Thank to my daughter and my son-in-law. Thank you for everything. Thank you for that minister that God have used to give us blessing and security in our future days to come.